Hi students, Professor Laney here, and I wanted to walk you through the syllabus for our class. And again, you can see in our course shell here, you just click syllabus and it really outlines everything you need to know about this class. I start off with the department mission statement because for those of you who are studying early childhood or education, we really take it seriously here. So I want to make sure that we start off on the right foot. Also, we have a course description and our textbook information. I do say the loose leaf version is okay. That's the one that I use. I like it. I put it in a binder with little tabs and it works, does a great job. This is our book. It's called Introduction to Contemporary Special Education. Here's the ISBN numbers and publication date in Pearson. I know some of you want to make sure you get it in the bookstore, so go ahead there, but if you find it elsewhere for cheaper, do that. Additional course information tells you right here that you need to make sure that you set some time aside to really work on this distance education class. There is a lot, and so I want to make sure that this content gets in, it's meaningful, it's interesting, as in if you were in the classroom, right? You don't get me in person, you get me here. So I want to make sure that all this cool information gets through to you. I have a lot of experience, 20 to 30 years in the helping industries, especially working with families with autism and such, and I want to make sure everything in here gets to you in a really cool way. We have course learning objectives, student learning objectives, and a little bit about me. Here is the actual syllabus. So if you really want to go through it, which I suggest you do, you just hit this pop-out box. And it shows you the entire document in a nice clean format. Everything that we just talked about, our outcomes. Now, I would suggest that you do read through all of this. This is our contract. The syllabus is a contract. I take it very seriously. But I'm not going to read it to you. Okay, we are in college and I want to make sure that you guys do make sure that you know your responsibilities here. Don't cheat. This is what this says. This academic honesty policy. And I can tell in an online class when people do cut and paste from the internet. There's ways that professors can figure it out. So don't do it. I would hate for you to have to fail the assignment and the course. We do have issues around that, and it will go on your transcripts, and it will follow you. So just don't do it. This class doesn't need it. It's not that hard, but it does take some thinking and your input. So let's make it awesome. Let's not make it somebody else's words. Let's make it yours. Again, if you are a student who requires more time on the test, let me know. I can do that. Also, make sure that if you want to contact me, you can contact me through the app. But make sure that, I didn't finish that here, make sure that you read the instructions on the assignment, because if you contact me and you are asking me a question that could be easily read off of the assignment instructions, I'm not going to answer you. Or I may say, read the instructions, okay? There's no late work accepted. The computer's already set up to accept it by a certain due date, and it won't accept it after. So make sure your calendar is up to date and you are on track. We will have a weekly discussion board and a weekly personal journal. Super easy, 10 to sentences, minimum 10 sentences. I do drop the lowest journal and the lowest discussion board. So these are 5 points each, so it helps out just in case for some reason there's an emergency that comes up or you're sick one week and you just can't get to it. You'll be okay, right? Then we do have a bias check, an interview of a special ed professional, an interview of a parent, and we do an observation in here and a reflection. So those are all your assignments for the next 16 weeks. I'll do a video on each one of those too to explain it. For our assessments, there will be a quiz on each module, which is each chapter. Super easy, 10 points. And then exams, there's 4 exams, and they are non-cumulative exams. So I broke down the semester into units, and each unit will have an exam. And I'll talk more about that. Also, here's the grading. Like I mentioned, every discussion board or journal is 5, but the quiz is 10. Here's our assignments, the bias check, the interview, and observation. The reason I just put interview and interview is that you can choose which one you want to do first. I'm fine with that. If you want to do the parent one first, then the professional, or the professional, then the parent, I'm okay with that. Either one's fine. Again, I'll do a video on each one of those assignments. And here's your exams at the end of each unit. See how they're all 50 points? The personal reflection is 50 points, and then the green part is surveys. These are ungraded surveys, but it does help keep me on track so I can help keep you guys on track. I broke all the grading down into Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, and then cumulatively Unit 1, 1 and 2, 1, 2, and 3, and 1 through 4. So you can tell what your grade is immediately. You can also register it here or go on the grade book in our Canvas course. Here's our weekly schedule for the next 16 weeks. It's super interesting because it's all color-coded. And I think color helps, but let's just look at what we got here. First week is really just getting ready. There's a lot to do, but you're going to get ready. You're going to get your book. You're going to read the syllabus like you're doing now. You're going to really get into Canvas. You're going to put a discussion board post by Wednesday and finish that up by Friday. You have to respond to 2 other friends or classmates or peers, whatever you want to call it. Then we have a journal due by Sunday and a survey due by Sunday. So super easy, but it does really help us outline the rest of the semester. Then this right here is going to be Unit 1, which we're going to talk about the first 4 foundational chapters. Unit 2 really gets into the specific disabilities, the more common ones: speech and language, learning disabilities, intellectual disabilities, and physical and health disabilities. Then we'll get into the very unique ones, 7, 8, 13, 15. See, these things are going to go out of order, so be aware. See, this is 5, 6, 9, 10. This is 7, 8, 13, 15. Then we're going to talk about ADHD, EBD, ASD, and gifted. Then we're going to wrap it up with deaf and hard of hearing, low vision and blindness, and multiple low incidence disabilities. So again, at the end of each unit, there is an exam. Okay, look at exam 1, exam 2, exam 3, exam 4. And we have the green again is the survey. The pink is going to be the the assignment. So first one is bias check, then the interview, then the observations due towards the end, and then the reflections due on the last day. And if you noticed, every single thing is 8 a.m. opens, post by 8 p.m., 8 p.m., 8 p.m. Any questions? I will open the modules at 8 a.m. and you're going to post every single thing before 8 p.m., 8 p.m., 8 p.m. Don't wait till the last minute because it will cut you off, so don't do that. So there is your syllabus. Looks really good. And I have a couple of things I will update, but there you go. There's our syllabus. Make sure you get to know it very well. And sync your calendar with the calendar in the course, because I put all the due dates in the calendar, and I'll go through that as well, another video. All right, I think that's it for now, and I will see you in the virtual classroom.